Hey guys, Netflix just dropped a brand new documentary on Jussie Smollett. And honestly, it's reopening one of Hollywood's most controversial scandals. Was it a hate crime, a hoax, or something way more complicated? Today, I'm diving into the truth about Jussie Smollett, what that documentary talked about and what it didn't, and whether it changes the way people actually see him. And I apologize if I mispronounce his name. I have the Dave Chappelle pronunciation stuck in the back of my head. So bear with me. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Nobody Asked My Opinion podcast. I'm your host, Siobhan, where as usual, nobody asked my opinion, but I damn sure I'm going to give it anyway. Before we get started, guys, don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you when you do. All right, guys, let's get into it. For those of you who remember or don't remember, I'm going to give you a brief recap about this story because I had to do a recap for myself. I couldn't believe how much time has gone on this. So let's rewind it back. It was 2019. 2019. Okay, wow. Jussie Smollett, best known for his role in Empire, reported he was the victim of a hate crime on a cold winter night in Chicago. He claimed two men attacked him, shouted racist and homophobic slurs, and even tied a rope around his neck. But soon after, the story unraveled. Chicago police accused him of staging the attack with the help of two brothers, Abel and Ola Osundairo. I know I'm killing that one. Smollett denied it. And after years of back and forth, grand juries, indictments, and an eventual conviction for filing a false police report, he became one of the most polarizing figures in Hollywood. A lot of people said he was a liar who hurt real victims. Others argued he was railroaded by a system that wanted to make an example out of him. Which way do you guys stand with this so far from the beginning of that story? Let me know in the comments. Well, let's fast forward to 2025. Netflix has dropped the documentary, The Truth About Jussie Smollett. It's about 90 minutes long, and it features Smollett talking in depth for the first time alongside police, journalists, legal experts, and the Osundairo brothers. I can't their name. Sorry. The documentary promised to uncover new insights, but spoiler, it's more about reframing the narrative than providing shocking new evidence. The director leans into the bigger question: how much do we actually trust institutions, the media, or even our justice system? One standout moment is Smollett himself admitting that the public reaction left him feeling, and I quote, extremely emasculated. You know, that raw emotion definitely hits hard, even if you don't believe his story, which, yeah. So for those of you at home, have you watched this documentary yet? If you haven't, I highly suggest you do. But what really drives the conversation is what the film hints at, but doesn't fully prove. For example, were there inconsistencies in the Chicago Police Department investigation? Was the surveillance footage around that building, around Jussie Smollett's building, mishandled? Were the Osundairo brothers motivated by money or personal gain? Well, the documentary raises these questions, but never delivers a smoking gun. It's a long 90 minutes. And honestly, that's why it's sparking so much debate. It's not giving closure, it's reigniting the flames. And let's be real, people either walk away feeling more sympathetic towards Jussie or convinced the documentary is just damage control. There's been whispers he's trying to make a comeback. This is always going to haunt this kid. You know, critics haven't been exactly kind. Outlets have called the documentary short on revelations. You know, The Guardian asked if it really explains what happened at all. And if you check Twitter, well, fans are split. Not even split. Half the comments are like, see, this proves Jussie was framed. And the other half, he's just doubling down, trying to get back into Hollywood. You know, it's fascinating because the documentary is less about the facts of the case and more about how divided we are as a people, human race. People aren't even debating the same evidence anymore. They're debating whether they believe in the power of celebrity, media, and the police. Well, after watching, and again, like I said, it's a long 90 minutes. My opinion, Netflix knows exactly what it's doing. They're not solving the case. They're selling the controversy. This is the kind of story that lives in the gray area. And Netflix is basically saying, you decide. But I do think it raises a bigger issue. If you're famous and accused of something that is this messy, can the public ever see you as innocent again? Or do you live with that scarlet letter forever? So I want to hear from you guys at home. Did the documentary change, if you did watch the documentary, did it change your opinion of Jussie Smollett? Do you think he was unfairly punished? Or do you think he's just trying to rewrite history using a different perspective? Drop your thoughts below. Because I know this is one of those topics where people are going to have very strong feelings on either side. Well, as usual, nobody asked my opinion, but I damn sure I'm going to give it anyway. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.